A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. EA Sports College Football continues a familiar feel for us here on a Thursday night. It's the Washington Huskies and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Williams. That's caught. It's Washington. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he scores! Touchdown, Washington! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Rutgers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Quick give. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. There he goes. He's at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Hand it to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Left side is Washington. Caught, and he's got room. The 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Williams to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. And the Huskies line it up with a first and goal. Here's a give to Washington. Knocked down immediately.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. All over him immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Fresh center downs going to the air. They'll run the screen. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on. Firing to the right, complete. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Williams. Zings it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a 1st down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Spins away from 1. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. on the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the 2nd and long. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Duff. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Washington sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense all over it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Williams looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Off to the races to the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Clay. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Washington. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Washington. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Washington. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Huskies. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Moving out to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him.
Sent it downfield. Makes a deep grab. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's got it on the run. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turns it upfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great 1st half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Throwing, Williams. finds his man. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams looking for a man. Lets it fly on the move. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
The Scarlet Knights peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Makes the grab. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here's Williams to throw. Rush right in his face. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making the adjustment on the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
That should be the final play of the first half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Rutgers head coach at the half. He has really challenged his team coming out of the locker room. At 2-2 in the conference play, they are really with their backs against the wall. The team they're playing today is a much better team, but they feel like they can get back in this game here at home. He said, we have to make a stand. Our season may be on the line right now. It is make it or break it. He wants that level of urgency here to start the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right side, it's Allen. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Drops back on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Washington 35, Rutgers 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Allen. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have 1 or 2 and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They put the brakes on it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 95, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker. This offense has it with really good field position. Williams. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Huskies. And the beatdown has ensued. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hopkins. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Offense working from the pistol. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got enough. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Driven back.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Left side is Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds his target. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Fresh set of downs going up top. Stepping to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Snap it to the back. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Second down to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the counter. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Three consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.